when I think about adventure and I think about fly fishing adventure, the places that I want to go tick boxes. You know, I want it to be an adventure. It needs to be someplace awesome. It needs to be chasing really, really cool fish on fly. And I think the journey and where it is plays a massive role in that. And then of course there's that wild element, the wild fish, the wild location. And Tierra del Fuego, fishing on the Rio Grande with the team from Villa María, ticks all those boxes.
María Lodge is a 6 rods operation. There are 3 guides, so each guide is going to be guiding 2 guests along the week. During the fishing week, 6 days fishing week, you are going to fish each beat twice, once in the morning, once in the evening, so you can try different fishing conditions. That means that we have 6 beats. In a normal day, you are going to fish 2 sessions, one in the morning, and then at lunch we're going to make a break. We're going to go to a day house we have along next to the river there, so you can overview the river. You're going to have a grill. The chef is there, so you're going to have a nice lunch. Then you have time to take a rest and go forward for the evening session, because we are fishing all the way till the sun sets. Usually it's a very good time. Brown trouts, you know, they are a little shy, and so with the low light conditions, the fishing is a little more attractive, at least for me.
Brought the sea trout in the early 1900s. They put them in Chile, in the headwater of this river. As river is very poor in food for them, they started going downstream looking for food until they found the sea. Plenty of food, shrimps, fish, and they grow. They very, very big, and then they came back to the river to spawn, and that's how they started. At the beginning they were regular browns from England. Here we fish mostly with spey rods because of the size of the river and the wind, but in a calm day you can fish single hand rods easily. Apart from the green machine, which is probably one of the most famous flies, we use also different kind of nymphs with rubber legs, without, weighted and weighted. At the end of the day, when the sun goes down and it gets darker, we use leeches. Well, I love these fish because they are very unpredictable. Sometimes you can catch them with the green machine, and then you release the fish, and then they don't keep fishing, they don't take, you have to change the fly, change the line. They are moody. And another, well, maybe the most important issue for me is the size of the fish. They can be really big. It's very normal here to hook a 15-pound fish or a 20-pound sea trout. And if you're lucky, you can hook a monster over 30 pounds. It's not uncommon.
We had a mild introduction initially. We thought, well, the breeze is not that bad. Everyone talks about the breath of God and this strong winds that pumps through this river in the Rio Grande, specifically on the tip here. And we thought, well, we've got spey rods, which we still need to learn how to actually cast them. We've got 8 weights or 9 weights, so surely this wind won't be that bad. Yeah, we were wrong. The wind here doesn't blow, it pumps. It's like a jet engine that comes down the valley. The only thing that keeps you going, I guess, would be the fact that there are these massive brown trout that run out of the ocean up the Rio Grande and every now and then oblige by taking your flies. Getting them to take your flies that's just the first part of actually catching one, because that's just their ticket to the game, and that's where the fight actually starts. Once you hook one of these beasts, they just abolish everything you know about brown trout. They are chrome, they are silver, they're strong, they run like sea fish. The last couple of days have actually been, the ratio of landed fish versus hooked fish hasn't been that great, because we've hooked in one session probably 15 fish, of which we've only landed 5, simply because we can't turn them, or they just dog fighters and they take you under the bank. But hey, the fish are big, the fish are wild, the terrain is equally so, and you do whatever to catch another one of these awesome massive browns. While you're walking on the banks and you're trying to mend and trying to get your line through the wind, close to the bank, into the current, and you follow it through, just feeling the tension, slowly just bobbing your flies in the current, and then any tap or any resistance, you kind of set the... It's taught us that maybe we should be going out in these conditions back home, maybe you should endure them more, but Villa Maria, Rio Grande, Tierra del Fuego is a place that tests you from the start, from day one, and requires you to endure the elements. But if you do so, you'll be rewarded, and they're not unsurmountable, definitely not.
If these fish are anywhere near your radar, then you know the team at Nervous Waters and Villa Maria has to be a place that you come visit. There's no question, and I'll definitely be back. Definitely, it's totally worth it.